A daring new chapter in the legendary Hilux's story begins with the 2026 model year's Hilux GR 4x4. This version, created by Toyota's Gazoo Racing GR sub-brand, wants to change the definition of a luxury truck by combining off-road capability with performance aspirations. Insinuating a more substantial than superficial makeover, the GR 4x4 has been the center of attention ever since its initial teaser photos surfaced. Not only does Toyota's new Hilux GR 4x4 strive to fight with off-road competitors like the Jeep Gladiator, Chevrolet ZR2, and Ford Raptor, but it also establishes a claim in a market where toughness and performance meet. The 2026 Toyota Hilux GR 4x4 is an impressive vehicle from the outside. It stands out from the regular Hilux lineup with its larger body and more aggressive styling. Sharp, angular LED matrix headlights frame a striking grille that displays the entire Toyota typeface on the front fascia. A series of practical air vents, hood vents, and eye-catching apron components highlight the cooling performance and off-road toughness of the vehicle. Bold GR alloy wheels with aggressive all-terrain tires sit above prominent fender flares, lending an air of both good looks and practicality. Underbody skid plates and improved armor shield critical components from pebbles and debris, while the ground clearance is considerably increased. Muscular shoulders and a wider track indicate a grounded posture as the profile sweeps toward the back, while the GR emblem, blacked-out details, and LED taillights reflect the athletic identity. On the inside, Toyota strives for a happy medium between practicality, comfort, and a distinct performance taste. Inside, passengers are greeted by GR Sport seats made of leather, suede, or Alcantara. The seats are accented with contrast stitching and include GR emblems engraved into the headrests. With a flat bottom and leather and Alcantara accents, the steering wheel features paddle shifters and track-inspired GR markings. The cabin is designed to be an off-road enthusiast sanctuary with brushed aluminum pedals, carbon fiber style accents, and carbon weave details throughout the dashboard and center console. The digitally redesigned driver's instrument cluster may indicate off-road diagnostics, G-forces, suspension travel, slope angle, and other specialized data. Integrated connectivity services such as remote vehicle tracking, diagnostics, and map updates are available, and the latest version of Toyota's Smart Connect infotainment software, which includes wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well as over-the-air upgrades and a big touchscreen, run the show. Some of the most intriguing features of the Hilux GR 4x4's undercarriage are the available powertrains. An extensively discussed but hypothetical setup has a 3.3-liter twin-turbo V6 diesel engine with 700 Nm of torque and 308 horsepower paired with a 10-speed automated gearbox. The engine is touted to have the potential to maintain greater speeds and provide powerful low-end grunt. To further improve fuel economy and power, Toyota may release a hybrid version in some regions. This version might feature a 2.4-liter turbo hybrid engine with electric aid that generates around 326 horsepower. According to reports, in order to meet emissions and efficiency targets, Toyota may keep some of its traditional diesel alternatives, like the famous 2.8-liter 1GD FTV, but make them mild hybrids. Toyota is considering streamlining its powertrain selection by eliminating some gasoline and smaller diesel engines. The GR 4x4's allure lies in the seamless integration of its drivetrain, chassis, and control systems. The GR Hilux isn't just a showpiece, it has a low-range gearbox, torque vectoring capabilities, a rear differential lock, and four-wheel drive that can be engaged permanently or selectively. In order to control the vehicle's characteristics on and off-road, the suspension has been fine-tuned using GR components like Fox or KYB monotube shocks, revised springs, and strengthened anti-roll bars. To go around obstacles, Toyota uses a system that modulates power supply called active traction control and another system called crawl control. Heavy steel plates further protect the undercarriage, gearbox, fuel tank, and transfer case from rocky terrain, and the frame has been reinforced in critical sections to lessen flex under load. You can see the dual purpose of the Hilux GR 4x4 design when you drive it on pavement. Surprisingly, the ride is composed on asphalt. The wider track provides a feeling of stability, the steering feedback is sharper, and the body roll is better controlled. Although it is firmer than a regular Hilux, the GR engineers probably adjusted the damper settings such that the vehicle has a compliant and athletic ride without being harsh. Compared to its competitors, the GR Hilux exudes more confidence when cornering and maintains its composure during transitions. On the other hand, the GR 4x4 is at its best when used off-road. When you choose the correct drive mode, the Hilux changes its throttle maps, locking differentials, and suspension dampening to handle different types of terrain, such as mud, rocks, sand, and snow. As the technology automatically measures torque in crawl control mode, the driver is free to concentrate on steering. It can traverse rough terrain thanks to its long ground clearance, high approach and departure angles, and deep weighting depth. Under extreme conditions, the chassis will stabilize the frame's articulation, allowing all wheels to keep their grip even if some of them lose it. The protagonist exudes an air of confidence, strength, resolve, and readiness to face any challenge that comes their way. While official measurements have not been announced just yet, early leaks and renderings indicate that the GR 4x4 expands upon the current Hilux footprint. Rather than a complete redesign, some sources suggest that the new Hilux, including the GR version, could get an updated architecture that keeps the basic ladder frame geometry but adds some improvements. There is still a double cab configuration, and the truck's large cargo bed and payload capacity make it ideal for work and play. Optimization of structure and materials makes up for the weight penalty of beefier components. The primary emphasis is still on safety and driver aid features. Adaptive cruise control, automated emergency braking, lane keeping assist, pre-collision warning with pedestrian recognition, and Toyota's most recent Safety Sense suite are all expected to be available on the Hilux GR 4x4. Furthermore, lateral impact protection is provided by a central front airbag that is located between the driver's and passenger's seats. The suite of safety features is completed with sensors for parking, blind spots, rear cross-traffic alert, hill start assist, and downhill assist control. Every seat of the vehicle is protected by multiple airbags. One way that hybridization and current engine control help with fuel economy, a perennial problem for high-performance off-road machines, is by combining these two technologies. An estimated 12-14 kilometers length in mixed driving situations is possible with the diesel twin-turbo version, while a higher number could be achieved with the hybrid version in suburban or light-duty use, thanks to electric help during low loads and idle stop phases. With an 80-liter gasoline tank, the GR 4x4 should be able to accommodate longer adventures thanks to its enhanced driving range. To strike a good balance between price and performance, the GR 4x4 will probably come in a variety of trim levels. From the most basic GR 4x4 with a reinforced chassis and GR badging to the most advanced GR with a bigger hybrid engine, cutting-edge technology, plush interior finishes, and additional off-road gear, there is a wide range of amenities available at different trim levels. Prices will differ from one country to another, but in the United States, you can expect to pay about $47,000 for the diesel GR 4x4 and about $49,000 for the hybrid. A premium trim with all the bells and whistles might cost close to $53,000. Due to differences in emissions regulations, customer tastes, and supply chain limitations, the available trim levels and powertrains will vary throughout global regions. More than simply another performance vehicle, the new Hilux GR 4x4 has here. In a time when efficiency and capability are paramount, it represents Toyota's resolve to upgrade its truck lineup. The GR 4x4 proves that performance and complexity can coexist in the face of increasing hybridization demands, tougher emissions regulations, and higher expectations for in-vehicle technology. Additionally, it brings the sportier and more expressive side of Toyota that has been seen in other vehicles, such as the GR Supra and GR Yaris, into the rough terrain of pickup trucks, bridging the gap between the off-road DNA of the brand and that side. As far as the market is concerned, the Hilux GR 4x4 can hold its own against high-performance alternatives. This version provides an eye-catching flagship that is sure to attract customers in developing countries that value practicality and status. Proving that pickups are more than just workhorses, it enters established markets such as Australia, North America, and portions of Europe. It provides thrills. To succeed, Toyota must please modern purchasers who want a Hilux that lasts a long time without sacrificing reliability, low maintenance costs, and practicality. Thanks for watching.